drink in the morning, you know you drink at night. The way you drinking, I know you ain't feeling right. I said, 'cause you drink so much, baby. You're the low down dirty shade. And the way you swallow that bottle, look ought to be your middle name. You got whiskey on your floor, gin in your trunk.
Right, so for a bit of a crack today, gonna have a little play around with the 22 LR, and got a steel rabbit target. Gonna stick that out at around about 300 yards. There's a little scrape on the bank just down here, bare earth, so that should allow me to hopefully spot any impacts around the target and allow me to walk a shot onto it. Well, we shall see. That's a fair stretch for the 22, but hopefully doable. Right, well, ever the professional, I've forgotten to bring with me my long range, or my camera that I use to zoom right in. So instead of filming the shots sort of with a camera separately, I'm just going to film them directly through the scope. So to do that, I'm just going to use a PARD 007. It's a night vision add-on, but it's got a colour day screen as well. That just clips in the back of the scope like so. I'm using a Element Titan. This is the 3-18 by 50 version. Really nice little scope this, very accurate to dial in with. Bergara B14R and Sports Match mounts on there. Ely Match ammunition, and I'm also using the Element Helix 1500 rangefinder, which gives me not only the range but also the or I should say a suggested correction for the drop, and I've found it to be very accurate. So from here, my little wabbit target down there is 271 metres, so yeah, thick end of 300 yards, 271 metres, and that is telling me I need to dial 43.85, so we go 44. We dial that into the scope. 25, 30, 35, 40. What was it again? 44. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's that dialed in. I don't think I'm going to have to worry too much about the wind. It's a pretty still day today, so I'm just going to send a couple of rounds down there, see if we can get splashed by the target, and just walk it on from there. Right, okay, so we're on the target. First thing I want to check with this is just to make sure this little level that I've got on top of the scope here is actually level. So we'll just tweak that round a bit. That's pretty good. Reason for that is, especially with a 2.2 or any bullet which has got a very arced trajectory like the 2.2, you want to make sure that you are actually dropping rounds directly down your vertical crosshair, if you like, and not over to one side or the other, which you would if the rifle was slightly canted. Okay, so let's send the round down and see how close we can get with the first shot. Well, I would have said that the drops on that were spot on. I probably just need to tweak that a little bit for the wind, because I probably missed that by probably not much more than about an MOA. So I'm just going to bring that, or hold over, I should say, just hold over to the left slightly, just for the wind. I'm going to give that another MOA up there for the windage, and I'm going to aim a little bit more left. Sorry, another MOA for the elevation. I'm just going to aim slightly more to the left for this one. There we go, that's an impact. Well, that just goes to show then that the little Element rangefinder there, the Helix 1500, that is a bang on bit of kit, 300 yards, 22LR. As I say, I had to just give that a little bit extra for the wind, but obviously the rangefinder can't work out what the wind is. However, you can actually enter that on the app, and it will give you a suggested correction, but I didn't bother. I've just literally just gone straight at it. Well, there we go. One perfectly headshot rabbit, which would have been ideal, only I was going for the chest. So I probably didn't need to add quite so much elevation on there. It probably wasn't a million miles out where it was. Right, so I've just spotted there's a rabbit out on the bank down here. He's at 110 metres. Let's see if I knock him over. I could do with a rabbit from a bait tube for the foxes. There we go. One bunny for the bait tube. There we go. There's our bunny. As you can see, nicely through the head. That's 110 metres from the cabin there. Well, this evening I'm out after a fox that's taken some turkeys, of all things, from this pen just here. So we've got a pheasant pen just in the wood here. A lot of birds in there, a lot of pheasants, a few partridges in there. But he's also got some turkeys, which are just wandering around next to me here. Very tame little things, but so far we've lost a couple of those to foxes. I'm going to set up on the bank here, watch over this pen. Up on the bank now I can see probably both sides of that pen and along the back of it, hopefully. And I'm suspecting the fox will probably come down from the top of the hill there. There's a wood at the top there, and I suspect it's probably coming from there. And hopefully I'll get a shot. So I've got with me the Hink Micro Stella 3 SQ50L. Nice little thermal scope that. Mauser M12 in 243. Sports match mounts, MAE moderator, and I've got a little cheap Harris bipod on there. So we're pretty set up. I'll probably take the Recon tripod up on the hill there as well, so I can sit there, tripod in front of me, and hopefully get the fox that's been doing the damage here. Also got the Habrox. So we're all kitted out. Let's go and have a sit out. Well, this is going to work well with my turkey entourage. Right, I think this will do me. So I can't quite see over the top, but this is a pretty good spot though. I can see both sides of the wood from here, or both corners anyway. The fox comes down, it's going to work its way down to this bottom edge. And this is where he's been losing turkeys as well, this bottom corner here. So it's a good place as any. very versatile tripods, these. Give you the sort of best of all options. You can open them right out and go prone if you want to. You can use them like this, sitting, which is very comfortable and very stable because you can rest your elbows on your knees, and obviously you can use them standing as well. Right, time to sit and wait. Got a fox out here already. He's just gone behind a bramble bush a little bit further down the corner of the track here. I'm going to sneak along the bank a little bit and see if I can get a shot. Hey! Well, that's probably the quickest appearance of a problem fox I've ever had. I literally have been sat there, just got comfortable, just set the tripod up and that, all ready for a shot, panned round with a thermal, and bang, there was a fox just sat there, probably about 150 yards away, and he just sort of ducked in around the pond, just in behind a bush down there on the corner of the track. So while he was outside, I just managed to move forward a little bit because I wanted to just get down and take a prone shot. There's a nice angle sort of straight down the hill there, straight to it. So save sort of faffing around with the tripod and that. Just wanted to go straight in for a quick shot off the bipod. And yeah, just walked out across the track, gave him a little shout to stop him, and bowled him over the 243 lovely. So that's the right result. I'm going to leave that there for a minute, and I'm just going to sit here a bit longer, just in case anything else turns up. But I'm pretty confident that was the one I was after. Excellent result. There we go, one turkey thief. That's a dog fox. Good, the farmer will be pleased. Right, so this evening I've just come over to a little small holding where they're losing a few ducks and geese and chickens and things like that to a fox that keeps coming in. Regular problem over here, we keep coming over here sorting out foxes, so we've actually put high set up here now. Run a little bit late this evening. Fox has been seen coming in about 7:30, it's now about 7 o'clock. So I want to get set up and waiting ready for fox if it does come in this evening, and hopefully see if we can knock it over and deal with this little problem pretty prompt. So this evening I'm using the very impressive Hick Micro Stella 3 and I got that sat on my 223 here. So perfect little combination. This should be hopefully a nice close range shot, probably 60-70 yards I would imagine. Got a little bit of bait I can put out. So yeah, should hopefully be a nice straightforward operation providing it comes in. Right, so here's where I've got my high seat, and the foxes almost always come straight up this track just in front of the high seat here. or out in the field just to the right there. Now normally the woman baits up for us any little table scraps and stuff like that. She just chucks it out just down in front here, probably about 70 yards from the high seat. So hopefully the foxes should be used to sort of coming in and having a little bit of a sniff around that area. So I'm going to go and chuck a bit more bait out now, and yeah, hopefully something will come in. Make sure there's nothing about first. Right, we've got a can of dog food, a can of Hero Complete and Balanced Nutrition. Perfect. Right, get back in the high seat pretty pronto. Right, so we're all clear at the minute. Just a case of sitting and waiting and hoping something comes in. It's quite a windy evening this evening, so if I get drowned out by the wind at all, sorry about that, bear with me. It's a good thing though, because any noise I make in the high seat hopefully won't get picked up by a fox even fairly close. But my friend and I, Matt, we shoot this ground sort of between us, but it's only quite a small bit of ground, so we can't take it in turns to come up, because one of you from this high seat can cover all the sort of the general routes in to the yard where they've been taking the poultry. So probably 90% of the foxes that we've shot coming down this track in front of me, with the old one coming across the field to my right there, and on the very odd occasion we've had one or two which have come back from the yard going back up this way, and they sort of suddenly appear next to you around the side of the barn there. Typically within 10 minutes of sitting in the high seat it starts raining. It's just starting to spit, so hopefully it's just a little passing sort of splatter, but I my luck it's probably going to hammer it down.
Hey!
Alright, so played all that time in the rain, just had a shot, and I think I've just missed that underneath. Leave that. I guess that's foxing for you. Quick look back through the scope, just see what happened there. I kind of missed him by much. You know what, actually, it looks like I might have had that. It's run, but it looks like it might have been hit, so I'm going to go down and then walk around that field and just see if there's anything out there. Right, well, I had a shot there. Fox come along just nicely across the field here, and I think he had actually clocked me, probably silhouetted against the skyline up in the high seat there. But he stopped and had a little look and then just carried on across the field. So I sort of froze when I first saw him, and then as he went out across the field, I got onto him. I gave him a little shout just to stop him, and I shot. And at first I thought I'd missed that underneath. I see the dirt kick up and he ran, but the good thing with that Stella is I've got it set to the pre-record, so it just records without me having to worry about anything, and you can play it back through the scope, which is a big advantage in situations like this. So I've played it back, and in actual fact I could just see its tail flick up, and I could see what looked like a splatter of blood or working parts of blood coming out the back of him, and as he ran I saw something hot come off the side of him as well, which was obviously blood or a bit of tissue or something. So I'm pretty confident that I've hit him. I can't see him out in the field there with the thermal, but the grass is a bit long, so I'm going to head out with my head torch and have a little look and see if he's laid out in that field somewhere. After much hunting around, there he is, one fox. So it looks like I might have just drilled that a little bit further back, or it's kind of just gone through a little bit of an angle. That's a dog fox. Yeah, well and truly done and dusted. Result. Well, that was good to have found that fox, because if I hadn't have been able to play that back through the scope, I would have just assumed that I'd missed that underneath, and that was that. I did shoot a little bit lower than what I intended, and slightly further back as well. I think I was just a bit conscious of the fact that I'd stopped it and it was a bit like whoa, and was about to probably bolt, so I sort of kind of rushed the shot a little bit. Anyway, regardless of that, one dead fox. But yeah, as I say, if it wasn't for the fact that I was able to play it back, I probably would have written that off as a miss. So, result. Right, that's me done for the night.